Hello, this is Wenwrendo. And we are here in my lab. I guess this is where I prepared the potion that wiped out my memory. Like a fool. Now, what do I do? Do I have any more mementos? None. No diaries. No... Oh, I have a note to myself. Oh. That's just what I read out loud. What Daniel read out loud. Well, here I am. I wonder if I can pick up anything in the lab. Well. Alright. I wonder if I can take anything in the lab. I wonder if anything in the lab is going to be useful to me. Oh, here's a little knob. Let's go up. Down. Oh. And I find my secret passage. Good. I hope my lantern doesn't burn out. Maybe I should conserve it. No, it's very dark. Oh. Okay. Just look quickly. The entrance hall. He fell to the kitchen floor. Tears were beginning to well in his eyes as he received the first kick in his stomach. Hazel remained hidden, in fear she, too, would be punished. I wonder who Hazel is. Okay. To run, hold left shift while moving. Oh no. My lantern did run out of oil. Yes, well, welcome back. I'm already terrified. I am using a different mouse today. It's not good. Yeah, something terrible happened in here. It's a ruined old castle. Is this really my castle? I don't even know where I am. It's got to be my place, though. I had a lab and everything.
Alexander, is it inside the castle?
In a manner of speaking. Come, bring the lamp. You've been to the refinery, have you not?
I don't believe I have. Is it connected to the... what did you call it?
The inner sanctum. My most precious chamber, Daniel. And it lies well beyond the refinery. In fact, it lies beneath the very stone of Brennenburg.
Flashback. I remember something. So perhaps this is Alexander of Brennenburg's castle. And that's why he's in the inner sanctum. Why am I here? And that's the blood. Okay. I hesitate to go any way. Let's explore up on top of this balcony first. Whoa! Is that a real person or a ghost? Where is that coming from? Oh no. Avalanche, I guess. It's the archives. There's a woman screaming. I really need to check that out. This is not the way. This is not the way. It's a tinderbox. Oh god. Help. Okay. Is that a real screaming? I need to find where the voice came from. Maybe I do have to go down here. Is someone bleeding? What is this? It's toughened plant. It can't be torn by hand or tools. It's gonna be murder. I wrote a note to myself. What is that? Note to self, right? Diaries, not mementos. Some sort of organic tissue blocks the path to the refinery. Can it be dissolved? Aha. That's where I'm going after all. The inner sanctum is past this refinery. Organic tissue. Something horrible has been going on here. Are we going to find more laboratory experiments? Oh, I hope not. Fabulous. London oil. Door. No. The tissue grew. Very sudden. Perhaps it can be dissolved. Right. What are these noises? Okay. I kind of want to hurry. This is creepy. And the wind is everywhere. What's down here? Wine cellar. It's locked and it will not open without a key. We'll have to find the key. I don't need to go to the wine cellar. Laboratory. A fragrant taste of rose lingered in his mouth. Turkish delights, he thought, just like the ones at the consulate in Constantinople. Yes, I'll find something to dissolve the tissue here. I should sort of sneak in here. Is there any reason to do that? And again, the room is moving. Or is it me?
What was that?
There's someone down here. What is this? It's blocked. Lantern oil. Good. Lantern oil. Fill my lantern up. Yes. What are all these sound effects about? The music is pretty intense in here, isn't it? Up, because I have torches lit. I wish I could carry this. I'm gonna take it right back up. Okay. This really doesn't look like much of a laboratory, does it? Something nasty down there. That is great.
There should be more coop racks. Let me see. And one part aquaforce.
Right. Comfort is so. Perhaps that was Alexander speaking. Good. This is my third attempt to produce artificial vitae. The former compounds lack the potency I need, but I sense I'm close. Calamine and orpiment are given, and the cuprite binds them well. This time I will attempt aqua regia instead of aqua fortis and hope it will produce a more even solution. The experiment was unsuccessful. The solution is highly acid and proves impractical to put to any use except as a detergent. Organic tissue reacts especially violently to the solution, and should be handled with the greatest care. I might be able to use the recipe, but I'm losing hope that I will find an alchemic solution to my predicament. This is an early alchemy experiment. Is there more? All right. Maybe I can use the chemistry pot I just picked up on the organic tissue. I don't really want to step on that. I wonder if there are any more secret passageways in here so I should know about. Oh, well, good. Another note. Chemical relocation. The lack of a chimney to properly vent the fumes from my most recent experiments has taken its toll on many of my less stable ingredients in storage. Some seem unaffected, but many are stained by the fumes and will be difficult to salvage. I shall do what I can and move them to the wine cellar. There. Now I have a motivation to go to the wine cellar. And I need a key first. Aha. Is there some sort of laboratory apparatus here? But I need 4 different chemicals to continue. I wonder how I can use them. Do I just pick things? What's the situation? Why is everything shaking all the time? Tinderbox. Some cuprite. Let's check out my oops. Mementos, I think. 4 chemicals can create a powerful acid. Those 4 are cuprite, calamine, orpiment, and something else. I don't know what that 4th ingredient is. Cuprite, calamine, orpiment. 4th ingredient. Aha. Right. Let's check out the wine cellar. They'll have the chemicals that I need, hopefully. They in the wine cellar, my staff. I don't think this is my castle. I think it's Alexander Bredenberg's castle. I think I just happened to be here through some misfortune. Back to the entrance hall. The door slammed shut behind him, and he knew he would never again see the old tailor at Berkeley Square. Another lone soul in London. Seemed appropriate somehow. Yes. Cella Inaria. Really, that formal. I need to find this key. So, now I have no choice but to go back up to the balcony. Find out what was behind that door on the 2nd story. First story, I guess we're in England. This will be the first story now. Let's run. Tabularium. To the archives. The other children cheered him on. His name voiced in a steadily rising pace, urging him to do it. Am I really doing this? I do like tinderboxes. Library. There are books in here. More cockroaches the sizes of a mouse. Here's a note.
16th of May, 1839. The unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible to dig until dusk. How Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me. When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hanan, the mother of us all. An interesting story in its own right, but I can't help feeling there's more. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to a sand-covered stone structure. The professor was confident it was the tomb we sought and ordered the others to clear the way late into the dark, cold night. Tomorrow, I shall lead the men into the ancient structure, hoping to reach the burial chamber. No matter what the professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting to take back to London and the British Museum.
Honestly, so I robbed graves and now something is running after me here in this castle on the other side of the room. Okay, anything in these drawers? So I'm a good old-fashioned colonialist tomb raider. Excellent, Daniel. Excellent work. Invoke some sort of mummy's curse. I'm sure. British Museum. Crown and Country, all that rot. Inside the candles, though. Why is there a hole in almost every ceiling? Why can't the ceiling just stay up? Why are there no holes in the walls so that at least I can okay. Door. Oh, really? Oh, no. The oil goes quickly. It's light. Good. Another note. Wilhelm's contract. I hereby offer my full attention and services to Alexander, Baron of Brennenburg. This contract will reign for a total of 3 years, when my freedom shall return to me. In addition, Alexander, Baron of Brennenburg, is to recommend my services at the Prussian Royal Court and within the sanctum of the Order of the Black Eagle. May no man break this seal. Wilhelm, House of Garrick. Of course, the Prussian Order of the Black Eagle is involved. So that's what that seal on the floor is all about. Several places throughout the house I've seen the seal of the Order of the Black Eagle, which I'm sure held some sort of statue in the Prussian court. Wonderful. Is Bismarck around at this time? I don't recall the exact dates. Okay. Brennenburg, Alexander of Brennenburg owns this house, perhaps? So are we not in London? I guess not. Libraries are so useless. I can't read the books. Maybe there's something behind the books. A button I can push to make these shelves open up into a secret passageway. Really could Old tomes. Liber Terrace. Oh. Of course they do. Who could possibly be playing piano? Oh, man, I am out of tinderboxes. And soon I'll be out of oil. Is there a note for me? Nothing. Good, good, good. Guess I'll just have to put up with it being a little dark. Who could possibly be playing piano? Is it the ghost from Algeria? Sure it is. Something like that. Let's light this main hallway light so I can go in Historia Loki. It's locked, of course. I don't have any tinderboxes. All I really need from this area is a key to the wine cellar, where my chemicals are, so I can burn through the organic matter, blocking the way to the refinery. Bit of a roundabout solution. That's all I can go on, though. That's my plan. And of course, I don't have any light for it. Honestly, am I missing something? What am I missing? Did I read all of these? Yes. Ah. What is this door? The entrance hole. That's back to where we came from. Back from whence we came. And, yes. You know, I'm not even worried about these things anymore. They're not going to hurt me, but they're just disgusting. Okay. Pardon me. We're going to explore the same area once again. My vision is not my friend. My vision is not my friend. Because it makes it look like the room is moving. My name is Daniel. I live in London. That's Mayfair. There's someone playing violin. Anything. Yes, I did have a little bit of time. Let's get that prepared. Oh, this is the room I missed. I think every time I get something, I'm going to go ahead and put it into my lantern. All these boulders in the hallway, I honestly can't explain these. I'd love to know who's trying to play music. Floor plans. Okay. I guess I could be helpful. There's another entrance into the refinery, another way to go.
Much of the castle is old and hasn't been tended to for centuries. When the shadow arrives, it won't take long until things start falling apart.
We're just buying time anyway. Let's do what we can.
There isn't much to be done about the wars. We should reinforce weak structures. The ground will tremble and there's a risk everything will cave in on us, especially downstairs. Here, and there. Let's get the servants working on it.
That must have been Alexander Brennenberg. So they knew the shadow was coming. They prepared for the shadow. Is that where these windows are boarded up? What's in here? Two tinderboxes, oil for the lantern. I honestly am not getting a whole lot from this, though. Something I couldn't have found by myself, but it did remind me of what Alexander said. They knew the shadow was coming. Hit. A shadow from Manchuria. Maps. Nice thing about it is it's a little bit of light.
17th of May, 1839. My hands tremble as I write. I feel a need to document my tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail me if I linger. Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered. Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps. The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them, which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside. I was trapped.
Right, so I found very old ruins in Algeria. That's the trap me. I wonder if that's when I first met the shadow. Okay. There's Alexander Brandenburg. You know, from the voice I remember in the flashbacks, he is not an old man. He's a fairly young man with a strong voice. I will have to grapple with him. Books. Where do I go from here? What is that? Fragile, but not breakable by hand. Oh, that's where I should go. Can I get something? Can I find something that will help me break it? Can I pick up a... whatever this is? Someone's head. Aha! There's the helmet. Good. Secret room.
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
I sense a puzzle coming up. Puzzle created by someone who's paranoid. Did that start it? It's a book. Get the book out. Is there another book I should grab? Here, ticking inside. Something stopped, yes. 2. I've done something. Did I open that door? I opened an entranceway. Yes. Whoever uses this office likes to be lonely. It's the key to the wine cellar, I'm sure of it. Why am I afraid? There can be progress. I should be, yes, more sane. My hands are not shaking. My head is not pounding. I'm making progress.